Welcome back to the Lonely Road. We have KJ's fallen camera today because we're on cell phones this time. But, you know, welcome back. We're here on your journey to heal and become a better human. And goddamn, although every single fucking week seems like it's chaos some days and everything else, we're still fucking here
Yes, we
because
are.
you shouldn't fucking give up.
No, because it goes in waves, Like
Yeah.
you have shitty, and then you start to get your footing and it starts to get good and you start to, things start to go the way they need to go for you in life, and it don't give up because
Well,
it's worth the fight.
I don't remember if I said this on the show a few weeks ago before we started going to the concerts and stuff for the kids' birthdays or not. But I started getting down. Like I started feeling really, really fucking shitty. We went to that first concert and I watched Nick's face light up. And Nick's face lighting up was the most adorable fucking thing ever. We went to a Breaking Benjamin concert
Oh wow.
and they came out and he brought his son with him. And I
Oh,
watching his face like connect the dots of like, no, I really can get what I want. I really can do like the job that I want to do with my dad. He's already blazing and like I just watched it connect and he just like connected to it. And it was the most adorable fucking thing in the world. You just
no.
watch his face light up and everything else. But those two concerts with the kids and watching all their faces light up and them have so much fun and everything else was exactly the medicine I needed somehow.
Yeah, I
And
can
and
understand.
like even like the little things like he picked out a shirt even with everything going on. Breaking Benjamin's one of their new songs is I Will Not Bow. So the back of his shirt says I will not bow, I will not break. This smart ass walks up to his mom's like, "Mom, read the back of my shirt." And looks at her stone in the face. She's like, "Turn around. I will not bow. I just go away, Nick." I'm like, "Nick, you're such a smart ass. I love you so fucking much, but like you are such a smart ass." And then we went to Avril Lavigne for Maddie. And the last song that she played before her encore was Skater Boy. And obviously as any normal, 2000s dude and skater even, like I love music like that. And I have my smart ass fucking fiance turning around screaming the entire fucking song. And I don't know what the hell you froze, but she looks at me and starts screaming, "Sorry, girl, but you missed out." Well, tough luck. That boy is mine now. We are more than just good friends, and this is how the story ends. And I fucking lost it. I just started dying because she's not even watching Avril Lavigne. She's just turning at me and screaming at me. So it was a fun fucking time. I was like, you're sending the message to me. I'm not the fucking person you're, saying this to.
You gotta
But
say
yeah,
it to somebody. She ain't gonna
yeah,
do that.
yeah. But it was one of the funniest fucking things in the world.
Hmm.
But watching their faces light up definitely was the medicine I needed. It was one of the greatest feelings in the fucking world.
Yeah, yeah. Like kids are just amazing. Like I have taken my grandkids in, like they're with us just as much as they're with their parents, if not a little bit more. And it's just amazing um, to just be with them and just watch the innocence in their eyes, um, and give them the things that you couldn't take from life
Yep.
for whatever reasons. you know I find that you're doing that with your kids, and I didn't have children of my own, so I'm doing that through my grandkids, and it's very, very eye-opening when you
Yeah.
look at the world through some other eyes.
Yeah, and it's so weird because so many people just don't want to understand what that is.
Mm.
Because what that is so fucking different. Like there's some people that just like hone in on that whole selfish mentality where it's just them. Like regardless of if they have kids or not. I come first. I'm the one that matters. If mom's not happy, the entire house isn't happy. That's what matters. And I'm going to get exactly what I want. And it's just like, that's not how life needs to be.
No,
Everybody in this situation can be happy. You have to
no,
be aware of everybody.
you do. You absolutely do. There's no reason not to be. And if you're not being genuine to the rest of your family. Like you can't take, take for yourself and not give or let your family have some of that. It's not right if you just sit around and, spend a half an hour a day with the people that you're supposed to love. That's crazy.
Yeah. And it just, it's weird watching the like things that they click to. So after the Breaking Benjamin concert, obviously there's always scalpers. Always. The
Yeah.
the people just hawking t-shirts and shit like that. And I fucking love these people. Like, regardless of what anybody else
Oh
believes,
yeah.
I think
They're
they are some of the like they're the fucking, I'm gonna go grind my fucking face off to do whatever the fuck I need to do, and I'm gonna go enjoy a concert for $100 and probably make $2,000 in a night.
yeah.
Love these people. So we're stuck in the parking lot. So I said, fuck it. We're going to sit here for a little bit. Me and Bree looked at each other. We're like, we're not going to move anyway. We might as well not even move from our parking space. Let's just sit here.
Yeah.
This dude walks over and we're like, how much are they? It was this shirt. We ended up getting two of them and a fucking scarf. And he's like, oh, the shirts are $25 each. The scarves are 15. I said, buy both for 25. We ended up having $40 and he didn't have change. So he's like, I'll give you an extra shirt. I I was like, kids, that's how you do it. Like, there you go, guys. You never accept the first answer because most of the time, if they aren't fucking licensed, you can get away with just about anything they'll just accept. And I watched Bree, who loves me caring people or just like being one of those just outspoken people that's just loud and just not having a filter. I just watched her face light up like, how the fuck did you even do that? She's just sitting there giggling because she's like, how the fuck does that work? And I'm like, you do it. That's all you got to do is just do it. It's not hard.
Just say the words.
But I don't know. It's so weird. So this weekend, we ended up watching the new Lilo and Stitch movie.
Did you?
Yes.
I've seen the trailer and I've read a bunch of stuff, and I'm not really interested in that kind of message. I don't think. I think it's off base,
So
man.
I loved the original movie.
Yeah. Oh, me
And
too.
and it was Bree's favorite movie. Like everybody's a Disney princess girly and everything else. Ava loves Moana and Frozen. Maddie loved Tangled. Bree loved fucking Stitch. Okay, so let's watch it. It's okay. It's not fucking Snow White. I don't have to hear about this hairy woman that is cucking a whole bunch of dwarves. Let's learn about this little cute alien thing and how family works.
Yeah.
And I did the same thing. I saw all the shorts about people being fucking outraged and frustrated and everything else because everybody wants to be a fucking asshole and change things now. And I don't really like how much they changed. Like, I'm not a woke dipshit, but I don't understand why the fucking alien couldn't be a crossdresser. I don't get it. Why is the fat alien now all of a sudden not have a fucking accent and sound fucking half retarded? I liked him. Why is he a bad guy now?
Oh wow.
It's like, where'd the fucking shark head motherfucker go? Now we have to replace him with the Uncle Jumba who has 4 fucking eyes and wears glasses, which is hilarious. But that's not even the part that blew my mind of what they would change. Because like if you're gonna change where characters go and stuff like that, okay, whatever, shit happens.
Yeah.
I understand it. Like if you're gonna retell a story and just change the way it works and everything else, and you have a plan for what the fuck you're gonna do, I get it. But why the fucking story about Ohana is family and family is not meant to be left behind or forgotten? Come to a story of like, it's okay, guys. I'm going to go to college. I'm giving up my daughter to CPS. What the fuck is going on here?
That part. Like, why are you going out of Hawaii to pursue a
Marine biology.
biology? Yeah, marine biology. Like, why are you doing this? Why are like I liked the first movie because it was mischievous, it was cute, it had some stuff for the adults, it had all the stuff for the
And
kids.
it played on all of the stereotypes and stories of what Hawaii is, the same exact way Moana did.
Yeah,
Like, honestly, Moana
yeah,
was fantastic for that. Play off all the lore and the history and everything else of the area. Fucking fantastic.
I love that. I love that. Yeah. And I find that what they're doing these days is that when remaking things, why are you remaking things? Why can't you have an original thought? Why isn't there anything stopping you from ruining the classics? Because that's we can't have the story end with the the CPS. We can't have the story ending with giving the child up. Like, how is that the message that we want to give these kids that are watching this show?
And like, the hard part for me is it goes against every single thing I stand for.
Yeah.
Like, and we're recording this on day 3 of Men's Mental Health Month. So hopefully all you fuckers are taking care of yourself and doing a little bit better. But like, you fucking dads should not be walking away from your kids. You should be showing your kids your family is intact regardless.
Mhm.
This is not the story that should be being told. This is once again them showing families can be broken up because girls slay. And I fucking hate it.
Well, families can be broken up for lots of reasons, but when you're in a situation where, there's a death to cope with and you are the only one left to take care of your family, or somebody leaves, whoever that may be, it's not um you know the thing to do is not to, I mean, you have to live your life, you have to go for what you want to do in life, you have to meet your goals, but why are we so-called facing challenges and supporting your sisters, and why are we saying that we're ohana and it means nobody left behind, but we're going to leave you behind? Why? What is that?
The shitty part is the end of the original fucking movie. And I reposted it the other day and it makes me tear up every single fucking time I think about it or hear it. Is this family small and broken, but it's mine? And guess what? Ohana doesn't get left behind. And it's like, yes, yes, that's what we should be showing kids and families.
Yeah, there are ways to, I mean, yeah, people are difficult. I was one of those difficult people. I was somebody who lost their way. I didn't have a solid family unit to guide me on what the steps were that needed to happen next in my life. I knew as much as graduate high school, go to college, graduate college, get a good paying job. That's what I knew, and
Yeah.
support you where you're living. But all this other stuff, I didn't have that solid role model teaching me and showing me by example how to hold on to to a family. I had, in my particular case, and other family members as well, at different times being cast out for reasons, whether they be, whatever they weren't acceptable reasons. And instead of hanging on with those family members, there was more of a pushing them to the wayside and not giving them, your hand when they're drowning, and an alligator's on its way.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
And it scares me for what we're actually showing these kids. Is like we're showing them that giving up is just as okay as, doing the thing. And it's like it's not.
No, it's just like it's participation trophy era. You know what I mean? It's not, you can't just give trophies out to everybody and tell everybody that they're winners. Where there's winners, there's winner in a race, and there's not winners in the race. You're not a loser if you don't win all the time, but progress through your life. But sometimes people fall. You don't need to kick them to the side because they have a bad day or they're having a bad time, um, having a bad couple years, because something traumatic happens in their life and their whole world crumbles around them. They don't need their family leaving them. They need their family surrounding them. Nobody left behind, right?
And honestly, I've struggled with this so much for the past couple of years. And Kayla, my sister, literally somebody I've looked up to for decades now, looked at me and said, Zach, you can't fucking spread yourself so thin that you're fucking holding everybody up.
No, you can't. You can't.
You can't protect everybody from their accountability because at some point you're gonna crash.
Well, yeah,
And then everything's gonna hit them in the face.
and they got to become accountable, because otherwise they don't ever learn anything, and then they're sitting there at 50, 55 years old just taking accountability for their bullshit. It's a sad time, but it's a happy time as well. Looking back at myself, I strayed for quite some time. If I had it to do over again, I would hope that I would make better choices. And but there was nobody there to say to me, or thinking about my state of mind at the time, was I willing to listen? But there wasn't anybody there. Well, I can't say anybody because there are a few people that have been there the whole time, but the people that should have been guiding me weren't were casting me aside.
Yeah.
So it was tough. So to see a kids movie where at the end of the day, oh Hannah, I gotta drop you off. I gotta go to the mainlands to study marine biology that I can do right here. You can do both. You can do both.
Honestly, if they wanted to change the story so that way, Nani is, becoming a single
Girl
mom to her
boss, bitch.
sister.
Come on.
Why the fuck is that not the story? Like it was already
Exactly.
sort of there before. Like you have, like I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It reminds me of something like Friends and Teen Mom had a fucking baby, and that's what Lilo and Stitch is. That's essentially what the fuck it is. So why the fuck are they not just allowing her to girl boss and all of a sudden be a badass motherfucking bitch who's running a fucking coffee shop
Yeah.
and like what the fuck? How do I write a fucking better story than fucking
That
Disney
was a
does?
better script. That was a better script.
You got the fucking Mickey Mouse ears, and I can fucking run Disney. Let's take over the fucking world. But it's stupid. It's fucking stupid.
No, there's no originality in remaking something. And if you're gonna remake it, like, keep the goddamn story. What are you doing? Like, why are we doing this? All of them are flopping. Like all the remakes, like
The one
I
I'm
can't
the
think of
most
one
sad
of them
about,
that's doing better than the original.
the one that I'm the most sad about is Harry Potter. And nobody's going to see the problem with it for like 5 or 6 more years. There's little chirps about it now, but until it's on the fucking screen, nobody's going to say a damn thing.
They're
But they're
redoing Harry Potter.
Yes, as a TV show, I was thoroughly like, if I watch something, I struggle with watching something that's very, very quick and short and everything else. Like hour-long movies suck for me. I'd rather watch an hour-long TV show and be able to watch 6 fucking hours worth of content for the next 6 hours instead of like have an hour and a half here and then have to wait an hour and a half to watch the next movie or whatever. So they were going to do like each season of the show as a year in as a book. So each book is going to be its own season. Fantastic. Love the idea. The kids that they got for Harry, Ron, and Hermione, they didn't typecast them. Fucking looks pretty good. The character to play Hermione is like mixed, but like Hermione's one of those characters that mixed doesn't really change anything. Okay, I understand. I'm glad you didn't change the redhead into a black kid. That would be a little bit more confusing. Then they hire fucking an African guy for fucking Snape. Why is the greasy white vampire a fucking black guy? I don't fucking understand. And I don't know how many people have watched Harry Potter. I know it's one of the largest fucking things in the world. But at the same time, I know there's some people that don't fucking care at all. In the fifth fucking movie, they show how bad of a person Harry's dad is by showing that he hates Snape and he calls him a greasy little mudblood, which is a racial term in Harry Potter. So we're going to have the protagonist's father be a fucking racist and hate the one black kid in Hogwarts. Anybody else grasp this yet? I'm kind of lost. We have Lilo and Stitch. Guess what? Nani gave Lilo away, and fucking Snape is now black, and we have a racist Potter family. There's another part of this. You have the fucking Death Eaters that wear black fucking hoods. We're gonna put a black guy in a fucking hood that's pointy. What the fuck is wrong with this?
Wow.
Like this is the mental illness that I can't fucking stand. It's like you're so fucking blind to the entire world that you don't understand the problems that are right in front of you.
You can go ahead and make those movies, but I think that when you start to get in with, not like going away from the typecasting so much that it tells a different story, that's way too much. Like I just don't get, then why aren't you writing that story?
Yeah.
Write that story. Be original. Like, why aren't you
Logically,
wanting to be original? That's my question. Like, why don't you want to do something original?
if you want to do something in the world, do something in the world. Harry Potter's fucking huge. Lord of the Rings is fucking huge. Like the series that's on Amazon now or HBO, whatever one it's on, is like in the world of R.R. Tolkien. Fucking fantastic. I don't care what you do with it. If it fails, it fails.
Yeah.
But don't change the character that has already been made and like formed into this thing. It doesn't work. And when you turn Nani into somebody who's fucking selfish and an asshole at that point, how the fuck is she even showing Lilo these things that the TV series and the movies show that she did?
Yeah. No, it's a different story. They're just using the same characters to tell a different story. And it's not it just blows my mind. It just
It's not
blows
even
my mind.
flavor.
Yeah.
But it all it does is it's mirroring the mental illness that so many people are fucking dealing with. And that's the shitty part, is like that's exactly what it's doing. We have in Lilo and Stitch, we have selfishness now instead of understanding that, hey, we need to work together and be a fucking group and heal each other because that's the only way that we're going to get through this.
Yeah.
Now we're told, hey, I'm going to make it out. If you don't, you're fucking 9. It'll be okay.
Yeah, like I will never understand, and I can't get on board with, and I never really could get on board with just leaving behind. Like if there's toxicity, if there's abuse, that's one thing. Turn your back. You got to go a different direction. That's not acceptable behavior for you. You're crossing absolute boundaries wherever. Leave.
Mhm.
But beyond that, like what are we doing here? I mean, we are promoting we're promoting a community of non-family. Like you're going to be a single cat lady with your friends hanging out at coffee shops forever. Like you don't want to. There's a whole group of people out there that just don't want to don't want to
This
do life.
this is causing people to do the exact same thing that a lot of families are dealing with right now. Because like logically, the divorce rate has increased. Why
Yeah.
has the divorce rate increased? It's not because people are sleeping with more people. They might be slightly because of social media and stuff like that. It's easier to find out.
Yeah.
But it's because of the availability. It's like it's so right in your face of like, oh, all these things. And it's like, well, why don't I do that? It's just turning people into not seeing the fucking human that's sitting next to them. It's dehumanizing people. Like, and that's the biggest argument, whether you're talking politics or family or life. It's like if you cannot see a fucking human on the other side of the fucking screen, whether you're in divorce, whether you're in an argument, whether you're seeing problems in a custody case or whatever, if you cannot see a fucking human,
There's a problem.
you have a big problem.
Yeah.
And honestly, I understand that that's a coin flip situation. Somebody could be the fucking asshole, and that's why you don't see them as a human.
Yeah.
But guess what? You could also be the asshole, and you're not seeing them as a human because you don't want to, because you don't want to see the pain you're causing. Because you want to know what happens after that Lilo and Stitch movie ends? A whole hell of a lot of phone calls to Nani crying her fucking eyes out because you left me. That breeds mental illness. It breeds depression. It breeds
Yep.
abandonment.
Yep. Yep. There's abandonment issues there for the rest of her life. I mean, look, she just lost her fucking parents, and now her sister's gonna leave her too. What do you mean? She's already like got on. Is she presents on the spectrum? Like she's got autistic personalities. So like you're just gonna throw her off to the fucking wolves?
Aliens. You had the
Well,
pun there. You
oh
had it.
yeah, yeah. I totally failed on that. I lost the pun. I totally lost it.
Sorry, that one was way too good. I was waiting for it, and I was like, wolves. No, no, this
Aliens,
isn't Frozen.
aliens. Yeah.
But
No,
it's
I mean
depressing.
it is very. It's very. It ended up being too much of a. There's too much of a deviation there for me to. I mean, my kids saw on Disney. They saw the previews or
Preview.
the trailer or whatever, and they were like, "Oh my God, Lilo Stitch," blah blah. And I was like, "Oh yeah, they made a new movie," and they're like, "Can we go see it?" Not right now. Maybe later on, but we got to explain the differences. I got to be ready to explain the differences between the movies, and
And how do you do that?
yeah, the questions that they're going to ask are going to be big questions.
Like Ava, if Ava had a question about her mom leaving, how the fuck do I answer that? Because that's what happens. And it's like, I'm absolutely open and willing to answer questions. And I'm very, very, very honest and understanding with how I answer them. But it's like at some point, Disney, why the fuck is it your job to force me to have conversations with kids that shouldn't be having them yet? What's the next movie you're going to make? Matilda has a baby? Like, is that where this is going? Because, like, at some point, like, that's the only fucking road that they haven't crossed yet.
It's crazy. And they still losing money off hand over fist on these remakes. Yet here we are. They're still fucking doing them. It's nuts.
And like, I love the nostalgia. I fucking love it. When they
Oh,
remake a
yeah.
game and they make a game pretty, I fucking love it. But if you want to fucking remaster fucking Toy Story, do you know how happy 90% of the fucking world would be? You do not have to rewrite it.
No.
If you want to throw some 3D graphics on there and make it like a mix in between normal reality and AI, I'm sure 90% of people would love that nostalgia and bring them right back to their childhood and make them feel good again.
Mhm.
But if you're not going to understand and put in the time and the effort to understand why somebody likes the movie, and you're just going to sign some, Tumblr person that's been on fucking Tumblr their entire life and has never touched grass and never spoke to a girl ever, maybe you should start looking a little bit farther out for your hiring processes.
Yeah.
Because you don't understand this. You don't understand kids at all.
No, and I have a problem with people who can't put themselves in the shoes of kids, the children. Like, don't you remember how it felt when you were a kid and somebody did that to you? Don't you remember how it felt to feel that small? Like, how are you doing this to another person?
Yeah. And it's so frustrating. It's almost degrading, honestly, because it's like they don't care. They don't
You
care
know,
what comes out of it. Like, oh, let's make you feel. Okay. Making you feel is saying, hey, this family is small and broken, but guess what? I sort of fix it. And then you have the growth in the second movie of Stitch having a glitch and them having to fix him because he's realizing that he's not evil and not bad. Why the fuck couldn't you just retell the same fucking story? If you're going to make it real, okay. But retell the same fucking thing. Half the
yeah,
characters are animated.
devil's advocate here, I don't like the grip of the how it ended. I don't like how they changed shit so much that we have to have those conversations, because they notice that holy shit, Ohana, what this is, it doesn't compute. It's like fucking, I could go analogies all day long, but they'd mostly be political because that's where I'm pissed off nowadays. But it's it's ridiculous in my mind to know that Nani couldn't look past her own grief to help her little sister not have to be an orphan. Like, I understand. I understand losing your parents. Like, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But if I had a little sister or a little brother, it probably would have taken me from the jumbled up fucking mess that I was into finding some kind of true north for my little one,
Yeah.
to help shield them through life. I understand her pain, but I don't understand her casting her little sister away to go to the mainland for a marine biology degree. Like, it just, none of it is computing. Just like the last fucking 4 years of our lives here on planet Earth, USA.
It would be like fucking Stevie Wonder going to fucking optometrist school. I'm going to go to marine biology in fucking Wisconsin. What fucking marine biology are you going to see on the frozen lakes of Wisconsin? Guys, guess what? It's a lonely fucking road. Don't step on the ice. It might fall through and you might become the next marine biology fucking experiment Nani has to deal with.
We're done bitching. Peace.
We'll see you fucking later.